Yo, what's going here? Get a little that. Oh, recording. Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. You got the mustache bros. The Nisto bros here on the Nisto Bros podcast. We're repping stashes, boys. We're repping it. Yeah, it looks ridiculous, but hey, you got, quarantine, you gotta have a little fun, right? So thanks for coming back. Episode 5 of the Nisto Bros podcast. 5 already. Like, time's flying. Quarantine is flying by. 5th podcast. Super pumped and jacked up for this episode. Yet another great episode coming your way. The huge, and then we're gonna we're gonna share our screen again. We're gonna have a one of those keep threes. We've both seen a lot of those keep threes. You can only keep 3 of these things, and we're gonna go into one of those. We're gonna dive deep into that, and we're gonna add a new segment at the end of this podcast that we're gonna continue to do every week. It's gonna be called the Post of the Week. That's when we find something that we really find either funny or heartwarming, nostalgic, anything like that, etc. on Twitter or Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the case may be. So if you guys see some posts that you think are funny or something like that could be post of the week, tag us. You might get that shout out on the Nisto Bros pod. I don't know. But first things first, we always like to do the happy birthdays. So that being said, Oz, take it away.
Yeah, so we're going to May 2nd is today's date. So we're going to say quick happy birthday to The Rock, famed WWE superstar, of course. But now he's like the biggest actor in Hollywood almost. Like, he's everywhere, it seems like.
Pretty much everybody knows who Dwayne The Rock Johnson is.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Does everything.
And then also happy birthday to David Beckham. Very, very handsome lad.
Very, very.
Yeah. And
imagine him with a mustache. Watch out.
That'll only make it better.
Watch out. Only better. And yesterday, big shout out to my dog, my main dog, my actual dog, Chester, the big 01, the big one. 1 year old yesterday. May
big
1st.
Milestone.
That's a big milestone. Big year old. So that's my dog. Shout out to my dog, Chester. I hope
happy birthday, Chester.
Hope he doesn't bark throughout the pod here, especially right now. What's going on with the Nisto drinks? How did it go? We had another Bywater this week. Am I right?
You are right. So after last week, a little bump in the road with the Easter Bunny's gifts that, he dropped off some Bywater. First one did not go over too well, and I was hesitant. I was maybe just like, all right, maybe I won't do the rest of the but I decided got to give it another chance. Went with they have kind of quirky titles. It was like Piña Coconut Pineapple, which is pretty much just pina colada of Bywater. Now, I'm going to put this out there right now. I'm personally not the biggest pina colada fan. Like, that's not my go-to flavor in a lot of senses. So what I said at the end of the review was that if you like pina coladas, the song.
Great song.
That you would probably like this a lot more. But other than that, I think that Bywater definitely proved themselves that, they're not awful. Like I said, it's pretty miserable showing last week, but I think they bounced back. And yeah, I'm going to see potentially doing one of the other ones. I don't want to saturate it too much with too many Bywaters, but yeah, check out the review to, find out the final score on the Pina Colada one, but it definitely was an improvement over last week.
Good to know.
Yeah. And then I saw we had a little hashtag Chef Nisto. Nisto
Oh,
chefing it up on
yeah.
hashtag Foodie Friday.
Yes,
What was that
sir.
all
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, little Chef Boyardee going on. No, not actually Chef Boyardee. But yeah, went went a little old school. I was a first ever two-parter. Went with a little tutorial, made my own sandwich, called it the Nisto. Truth be told, I made it the other day, and I was like, this is really good. Like I was just out on a limb. I was like, yo, I'm really hungry. What can I eat? I just like threw some stuff together. I was like, yo, this is good. I'm gonna do this on Nisto Eats for this Friday. And the whole tutorial thing I thought went really smooth. That was the part one, and then I got a lot of comments on the Instagram this week. I actually want to shout them out. I'm gonna pull it up real quick because I was surprised. I was like, wow, I'm getting a lot of comments on this one, so I want to shout them out. They deserve it. Let's here we go. Oh, I don't know how do you work this. I get a mustache and I'm like 50 years older. I forget how technology works apparently. Um, let's see. Shout out to Janelle. You are so funny, Nisto. Lot of O's. Fire emoji and two of these. Those, whatever those.
These? This?
Yeah, that one. Like,
Okay.
hallelujah. I don't know. One of my best friends, Mal, said, "Why did I just eat, but I want this too?" That's how good the Nisto is.
Very relatable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My friend Melissa, all capitals, the Nisto, laughing, crying face, three of them. That one, yes, all capitals with 4 S's. And then I had my friend Yvette say, "That crunch though, ... clapping emoji." So check that out either on the Instagram or on the TikTok. Great episode. Make the sandwich. I tell you how to do it.
Yeah, I definitely want to try that out. I probably won't get to for a little bit because, no meat in the house, but it's fine.
Vegan household.
The other thing I want to just ask briefly, what do you think would be the best substitute if someone doesn't really prefer Swiss cheese?
Definitely mozzarella.
I was thinking mozzarella also. Okay.
Power move, especially with how I made the sandwich, having
the melting.
on there.
Oof.
Ooh, if I had mozzarella would have been on there before Swiss. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. The Nisto would have had mozzarella instead of Swiss. But hey, the Nisto is always available for adjustments.
Yeah.
So there's shout out to McDonald's. I use their barbecue sauce, but you can literally use any kind of barbecue sauce. Just saying.
Yeah. All right. I think we're ready to hop into the main segment for today, which is going to be the You Choose 3. Now this, I just started sharing my screen. It's probably going to take a second to load.
This
Mike,
is juicy.
Let me know when you can see it.
Will do. It still says sharing screen. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. You probably saw it because my mustache started glowing.
All right. You can still see it, right?
Yeah, I still see it. Looks great.
Okay. So this is, when we first came across this, we thought this was very difficult, and I still think it is. I don't even have mine yet. I'm going to do this organically and see what comes out of it. But so it's just kind of all over the place. There's movies, there's TV shows, there's like whole entire companies. Like I don't even know. There's so many things to unpack here. So
a little bit of everything. Even Zelda. Like I'm pretty sure Zelda's just like a game series. Do they even have like show? Like I don't think they had a show or like a movie or anything.
Yeah, and then you also have like Harry Potter and Percy Jackson. Those were also books, like that. There's book series, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. I mean, they were made into movies, but they're also book series.
Yeah.
So,
well, if you keep one, you keep the books and you keep the movies.
Yes.
I would say that's how I'm thinking about this.
Right.
But oh man, yeah, definitely a tough one to only pick 3 out of all of these. That's for sure.
And I think like we did on the Mount Rushmore episode, you want to go kind of back and forth, like kind of
Yeah.
drafting almost in a sense, going back and forth.
Yeah, we could do that, the back and forth, so we don't burn out all three at the same time, and then we can just talk about your pick, then my pick, or whoever wants to go first. So yeah, I like that. The back and forth I think works best.
Yeah, one other thing, one caveat that we want to talk about is that Disney is here, right? And for
Yeah.
those of you who don't know, Disney technically owns Star Wars
Pretty much
and
everything.
Marvel, which are both also on the list. So we're making the distinction that Disney is only like exclusively like Disney movies, and I guess shows too, if you want to think about it like that.
Yeah, like
Um,
Disney Channel.
Yeah. So, but then like all the Star Wars stuff is just that.
Separate. Because it wouldn't be fair. You pick Disney, you got Disney and everything else that comes into Disney that Disney owns.
Right.
And being that they're included on this list, I don't think that would have been fair. So that's something that we discussed beforehand, before diving into this. Yeah, let's get this going here.
Yeah.
You want to start? Oh, what the heck was that? Oh no!
What happened?
Mustache. That was my mustache comb.
Oh
Dropped
no.
it. Gotta be safe here. Anyway, oh god, now I got something in my eye. Unbelievable. We're falling apart here on the pod. You want to start it off, or you want me to start it off?
I think I can start it off. Like I said, I'm gonna decide this with you guys. But
Yeah.
one that I know that I have to keep out of all of these is Marvel. I don't think I can part ways with all the Marvel movies. They're just like so classic to me at this point. Like I remember probably from like 2015 to 2020 still. It's like just like every single movie that comes out is like must see, gotta go to the movies and see it, and then going back and watching my favorites again. They're all on Disney Plus, which, as we mentioned,
Yeah,
not included. But I always go back to watch Marvel movies. There's so many good ones, like all the different. And I also love how the like the universe, cinematic universe came together. Obviously for the Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame, those were just like two of the craziest like action movies like ever, I'd say. So I really don't think I can part ways with Marvel. Yeah, so I think that's definitely got to be the first one that I keep.
Makes sense
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, them it's tough, like with them in DC, like they both have such great things,
Yeah.
both are just so deep, but especially with Marvel, like you said. I'm not like huge into all of them. I definitely like them. I definitely enjoy them. And I would definitely like to watch more. Unfortunately, I don't think either Marvel or DC are one of the three that I would keep. I'm also probably just gonna be making this up as I go because it's just so difficult, because I've changed my mind on like all of them 16 and a half times already. But I think the first one I gotta save is Harry Potter. I think I just think that all of those are just every single movie is so good. I didn't read all the books, don't yell at me. I think I read like the first 2 or 3, but like, I'm sorry, the books are massive. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to like take a year off vacation to just read, I can't even fit my hands in like the can of how big the books are. But I absolutely love their movies. I just think they really connect well, and it's always something I've enjoyed, especially the first one. It's my favorite, still my favorite. And also, there's a little throwback. Harry Potter's always got a little special place in my heart. Back in summer camp when I was a wee lad, I I was nicknamed Harry Potter, or HP, as it shows on the screen, which is great because glasses. Didn't have the Harry Potter glasses, but I didn't have these. But yeah, I was called HP, or Harry Potter. My hair was kind of similar, and it was a title of endearment. It wasn't like I'm made fun of. They're like, haha, that's awesome, Harry
Oh.
Potter. So we started drawing lightning bolts on my head every day, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, HP, Harry Potter, first one for me. That's a keeper.
Yeah, a little throwback to episode 1 there. For those of you who were listening and watching then, there was a little discussion that we had about our favorite Harry Potter movies.
Oh yeah, first pod ever. Go check that out.
Yeah, for sure. If you missed any episodes, go back and keep up.
It's all on the YouTube, guys and gals.
Yep.
All there.
Yeah, Harry Potter it's a super strong contender for me. And I'm going to say this right now. I'm not picking it right now, but by the time I get to my third selection, I might pick it. I'm just putting it out there, but it's a super strong contender for me too. I really love I said on that first pod that the fourth movie was my favorite, but since then I went back and rewatched the third movie, and I think the third movie might be my favorite. Prisoner of Azkaban it's so good. It's just so good.
Probably be my second favorite.
Yeah. Just everything that goes into that, the twists and turns. I remember actually, sorry to go off on another little tangent here, but I read the first 4 books, and when I was reading the third book, it was like winter vacation of school, right? I was reading it, and I went to bed, and I was like, I can't wait to get up in the morning so I can read more. And I literally woke up and read like 100 pages in like 2 hours or whatever it was, like just straight, because I was just like so enamored with the story. So that's definitely, got a little place in my heart too. I guess that's like a very vivid memory I have about that. But enough of that. Number 2 for me, I'm keeping Marvel, and now I'm keeping Friends.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah. A lot of you guys probably know. Big Friends fan. We talked about that, I think, on the pod another time, maybe. Maybe not. Anyway.
I don't think so. We are now.
Yes, we are now, and we are going to talk about it. That it is arguably one of the best sitcoms ever. I think, I've been seeing some Friends slander on my timeline from here and there. All the like, oh, The Office is so much better. Oh, Seinfeld is so much better. Hey, guess what? They can all be good. Okay. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. But even if we're trying to compare them, Friends is high up there for me.
Yeah.
Just the longevity of it, another thing that
100%.
They went on like
10 seasons.
I think 9 or 10 seasons, and yeah, so many classic moments. Chandler, my favorite character, love him. Shout out to Mike, got me a pop vinyl of Chandler. He was like at like an 80s party. He got his hair all like that. Looks all ridiculous. But yeah, so I think also the other thing about this is if like I'm keeping only 3 of these things, I kind of want to have like a balance, right?
Yeah.
So Friends is really the only one on here that has like, it's like more comedy driven than anything else. I mean,
it's a good point.
So yeah, I think
actually.
I think balancing that out, keeping Friends, keeping Marvel, I think that's where I'm at right now. And then we'll see where I go for number 3.
I had a feeling. I almost could guarantee you were going to pick Friends and Marvel. And
Yeah.
I was almost shocked that Friends wasn't first.
Yeah.
But like you said, with Friends and like all the shows, like comparing it and stuff like that, I think it's tough to say that like one's better than the other because they're very different like in their own ways, but they're
Right.
also like they each like copy not like I don't want it to sound like in a bad way, but like each show copies one another. Like, a lot of people say that about How I Met Your Mother, which is
Right.
one of my favorite shows. They're like, oh, it's exactly like Friends. They take so much from Friends, da, 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 which isn't wrong. Yeah, they do. They do because it's a great show.
Yeah.
Friends also probably took stuff from shows before Friends came out. You know what
Yeah,
I
of
mean? So
course.
like, it's always like that. But I think you can't really, my personal opinion, I don't think you can compare Friends and The Office. Uh,
Mhm.
Different,
They're very, very different.
very different kind of comedies
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So very different. I wouldn't do that. That and Seinfeld, okay, maybe, but like, I don't. It's weird. Um, Anywho, my second pick. I think, like I said for you, I think I was very confident about two of them, Marvel and Friends. For you, I'm
Mhm.
pretty confident on two of mine. The third is going to be difficult. That being said, my second is going to be Star Wars. Gotta
Mm.
have those Star Wars movies, all the good ones and the bad ones, even the crappy Clone Wars stuff. I gotta keep that. I haven't watched. What's that show with the Baby Yoda that's on
Oh, The
Disney?
Mandalorian.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it either.
I want to see it
Me
just
too.
because of Baby Yoda. But that stays with it. That's a Star Wars. That's not a Disney thing. Don't even try it. It's
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Definitely Star Wars.
Star Wars will take that. Yeah, I mean, another one that's just the longevity of it is just so good, and um, them connecting everything after making like 57 movies, them being able to connect all the lines and all the dots to like actually make sense of it all is just like amazing. Especially considering they started at the end, or
Right.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is just nuts. And then to make the earlier movies, like the 1, 2, 3, still my favorite. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't like the first three. I understand because the first, 1, 2, 3. I mean, first three. Everyone of course likes 4, 5, 6 because they're the originals. But
The original. Yeah.
episode, yeah, episode 3 is still my favorite. I love the just like the story with Anakin that you just see throughout the whole movie of him just like, like starting off, super Jedi, and then like as he goes, he's just more and more Sith. And I was like, yeah, and the actor, shout out to the actor, whoever he is, but plays it super well. And also the greatest and worst villain in the whole series, I say, General Grievous. General Grievous, that is my guy. Okay, that is my guy. And you know what? Also, I talked about this probably a couple of weeks ago or so. Maybe, who knows when. Every day is morphing together. But General Grievous, my guy, has 4 arms, kind of like this. And also, I saw one of those. Tweets. The like, "Am I doing it right?" or something like that. Did I do this right? With like the side by side picture. It's like one picture, then another, and then you put them together, and it's like I don't know, whatever. Uh, and it was General Grievous in the middle, and then like ladies' legs in like on both sides. So General Grievous had 4, not 1, not 2, not a double-sided, not a fork-looking lightsaber, 4 lightsabers. and the man was absolute garbage. Oh, you couldn't fight anything. Guy had a smoker's cough like he smoked 8 packs a day, 4
Yeah.
lightsabers, and couldn't kill a thing. But still my guy. I can go on about General Grievous forever, but yeah, Star Wars, that's my second keeper.
Yeah.
Grievous.
I also love Star Wars. We've talked about that. Yeah, I also say Episode 3 is my favorite. I guess, like we said, growing up with it, that was kind of the one that that I resonated with most. Obviously, like a lot of people, older people, grew up with the originals, so that's what they resonate with most.
I do like Darth Maul in the first one.
Darth Maul,
So
he's
savage.
Yeah, he is like, he didn't have 4 lightsabers.
No, double-sided.
He had the double-sided, but he was
He can kill
exponentially more savage than General
yeah.
Grievous.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. And then, there's just a lot to go. I want to watch The Mandalorian too. I think that would be, I wonder if that would like swing me, but I'm not going to pick Star Wars for my third and final thing that I can keep. Oh my goodness.
Someone dropped their Disney Plus login. Send it to the DMs, please.
Yeah, I'll send you
Just,
mine actually.
Oh, awesome. I didn't even know you had it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Look at that. This works out great. Now I can watch The
Beautiful.
Mandalorian and comb my mustache.
So for number 3, okay, after we pick our 3, I want to do a little bit more of a discussion on some of the ones that maybe we didn't get to touch on.
Some honorable mentions.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
Number 3, I'm going Disney. Oh,
nice.
I had to do it. Had to do it to him.
Had to do it.
It's just there's too much. There's too much under the umbrella of Disney, even with not including Marvel and Star Wars. Just all the classic Disney princess movies, Lion King. Now they're making all the live action versions of things. Jungle Book. Oh my goodness. There's just so much that falls under the Disney umbrella. And if we're talking Disney Channel also,
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Give me some Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh, yeah.
Give me some Hannah Montana. Oh, my God.
He's selling me on it. He knows that Disney's one of the tough ones I'm leaning towards on my third pick. He's trying to sell me on it, guys.
There's just so much that goes under Disney.
Sweet Life on Deck, too.
Yeah.
I like them both.
Yeah, for sure. It might be dangerous for me to give you the Disney Plus. You might not talk to people for for weeks to come.
Hey, I'm on quarantine. I'm just gonna binge everything on Disney Plus. Watch out. You think this mustache is bad now? Just wait until I'm done with every single episode of every Plus. You just wait.
Yeah. Also, one thing I actually recently watched on Disney Plus also is Boy Meets World. I went back and watched a few episodes
what a
of
classic.
That. Yep.
Oh my goodness, what a classic.
Yep. There's
Corey and Topanga all-time goals.
Yep.
All-time goals. And then Lily and Marshall from How I Met Your Mother came around. For me.
So just all the original Disney movies also. There's just such a storied history. Mickey Mouse even. Give me Mickey Mouse. I don't know.
Good old
There's
Mickey
this
Mouse. Goofy movie.
Wow.
Oh, there's a miss there.
So yeah, to round it out, my 3 that I'm keeping: Marvel, Friends, and Disney. Oof. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Power. That's a power quarantine lineup right there. I gotta say. Honestly, oh man, you're going into Disney. It's like, oh man, you mentioned Boy Meets World. You're really selling me on Disney. And then I mentioned the Goofy movie. There was a absolute fire computer game of like Goofy and like your I can't remember his name, like Goofy's son, and you're like just like skating around and stuff. And what a
Oh
game!
man, do you remember all the like the Disney.com? Like they had a bunch of games like I never watched the show. It was like Jake's American Dragon or whatever.
I remember the show. Don't
There was
remember
this
a game.
there was this game on Disney.com where you did you were on like a half pipe and you were doing skate tricks, and I played that game a lot. Oh, I didn't even remember that.
That sounds awesome. Well, you mentioning that reminded me of when Cartoon Network was actually good, and CartoonNetwork.com had some fire games on there. The
Yeah.
original Teen Titans, amazing. And there was this awesome game that was on there. I remember this in like elementary school when we had like laptop day. You know, they had brought in that big wheelie case with all laptops. All the kids would go crazy and be like, yeah, laptop day, you know, and like we're, you know, always telling the teacher, oh, we don't want to do work on there. Like, let us play like solitaire and all and everything. So like that was the thing. Like if we, you know, you get through the work and stuff, you get to play some games. And you know, me and my buddies at the time would go on the Cartoon Network and we would play that Teen Titans game, man. Oh, that game was so good. Oh, so good. Oh man, but back on track. I think you sold me on Disney. I think my third and final pick is it's got to be Disney with all those things, Disney Plus, and give me all the old Disney games too. It was tough. It was definitely tough. It was honestly the honorable mention, the semi-finalist and the bottom three or the top three here was between Disney and Friends. It was a toss-up, and he started going in on Disney. I'm like, I'm sold. I'm sold. Disney it is. So my three would be Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Disney. I'm pretty sure Disney owns Harry Potter too, if I'm not mistaken.
um
Because don't they have like Harry Potter World in Disney in
so
Florida?
that whole thing, I've never been to Disney, so that whole like realm is pretty
Maybe they're
unknown
just
to me, but I
buddies.
think it might be like, I know like Universal World is there also, which like isn't
Right.
part of Disney, but it's like they have a lot of rides also. I think it might be under that umbrella. I'm gonna
I
check real
think you're
quick.
right. I think it is in the Universal portion of Disney. But yeah, they're like separate. I don't know. It's like WWE and NXT. It's like it's the same, but it's different.
Right.
I don't know. Someone will drop in the comments. Hopefully, someone drop a comment. Let us know
Yeah.
what the dealio is there. But honorable mention, I think. I mean, that didn't make the cut. I thought honestly, I think I mentioned it when we were looking at these before we started, and I feel like Zelda's kind of out of place here. That's more
Yeah.
of like a game series,
Yeah,
and
I'm not really sure about that
I
one
was a
either.
little confused by that being on there. I like the game series; their games are good, but I didn't. I was a little confused. I'm like, why that? I don't know why that was on here. It just felt out of place.
Yeah, like we talked about, I mean, it kind of goes all over the place, this one. Like, one thing also is that like Avatar: The Last Airbender, that was on Nick, right?
I think so.
I'm
Yeah,
almost sure
like
that
a
was on,
cartoon.
like, it was just like a cartoon that was on Nick. But then
Yeah.
now we have all of Disney to compare just that one show on Nick. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah, if they had like, sorry to cut you off, but like if
Yeah.
they like replace Air like Avatar, if you took like Nickelodeon and
Yeah.
put that there, oh my goodness, is this even more difficult?
yeah.
Even so, if like you just split it up with like Nick and then like Teen Nick or like Nick Gas Nick, like, I, oh my god, just Nick would have had to be there. If
Yeah.
Nickelodeon just in a whole and you get all those other Nicks with it, Nickelodeon easily would have been number one for me. Easily.
Yeah. And then
But like you said, Avatar's just weird there.
yeah, and there's obviously some that we I'm gonna speak for you. You can correct me that we just like haven't seen, so can really
Mhm.
consider them like Gossip Girl,
Yeah,
Supernatural, Sherlock. Never watched any of those.
no, I haven't.
Um,
I haven't. I've watched The Walking Dead a little bit. Does nothing really for me. Not a fan.
yeah,
Um, you know, one of my best friends is a big fan of it, but he's been watching it from the beginning. He's put too much time to not watch it anymore. But even he
right.
says it's like it's garbage. It's just like it's too like drawn out. Like there's too much. It's like okay, like how much zombie killing can you really do? You know,
Yeah,
like let's be real. So, um, yeah, I'm not it doesn't really do it for me. Also,
yeah.
something I was a little confused about, um, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like aren't the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit the like one in together, like one and the same?
I'm not 100% sure on that. But I do. I'm also pretty sure that they're intertwined in some
Yeah,
way.
I thought
Um,
so.
which is again like another thing. It's like, well, why separate those, but include like
Yeah,
such a big umbrella of Disney. Like,
yeah. I agree. Yeah,
yeah,
it's kind of strange because you can easily include the Hobbit in the Lord of the Rings, and no one would bat an eye. You
yeah,
know, have them as one together, and then like it would make more sense because like the Lord of the Rings comparing just the list alone, like you have the Lord of the Rings, okay, 3 movies compared to Harry Potter with 57, Star
yeah,
Wars, another 57 movies. But it's like, how am I going to pick Lord of the Rings? They did have though some really good PlayStation 2 games. I gotta say it, but still, then that's 6
yeah,
if you count the games and the movies. It just doesn't add up for me.
yeah. Um, I think wrapping up here, I just wanted to make one final note. I know you're not a big fan of Game of Thrones. That was probably like my like fourth, fifth. Obviously, Harry Potter and Star Wars were up there for me too. But we talked about those already. Game of Thrones. Like I said, you didn't really like when you watched, but I finished the whole entire series. It was a ninth grade lunch table. Everyone was talking about it. I'm like, okay, I'm catching up. I watched like 4 seasons in a month to catch up to where like present
Dang.
day, and then I stuck with it. And yeah, obviously, the last season sucked. Everyone is in agreement that the ending sucked. They rushed it. They they just
I've heard that.
yeah. What happened was like all the seasons were 10 episodes, and
Right?
then they like ran out and decided to make each episode like huge, like almost like movie level, and made like 6 episodes, but they couldn't do as much character development in them. And also just the whole story ended up being like
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that the
so
story was like ended up crap. And I also heard like correct me if I'm wrong, you watched it all the way through. Um this is just something that I've heard commonly brought up with it that like I don't know if it was like a few of the episodes or if it's like one specific fight scene uh that was like taking place at night. It was like super dark.
oh yeah.
You couldn't even see like what was going on unless you were it was like nighttime in your house and like no lights were on or something like
Yeah.
that.
It
Is
was
that
like
like a factual thing?
it was like the biggest fight that they had been pretty much building up. Like it was like almost like a war almost. That like the
Oh
scale of it
wow. And
and
then they ruined it.
the entire episode was the battle,
Uh-huh.
and it was just so dark the entire time. There were like some scenes like here and there that were like lighter and you could see, but like a majority of it was very very dark.
That's crazy. How you
Yeah, it
can
was.
like just like
Again, like
crap on it like that. It's weird.
I love like the first 6 seasons, but then
Yeah, a lot of people like it.
they just
Well, not even like
they
it.
just
Like a
ruined it.
lot of people love that series.
Yeah,
Me wasn't a fan.
yeah,
Not a fan. Not a fan. I could go into why, but uh, it would be too long.
yeah,
Be too long. Yeah, that's really all I'm going to say about it. Just not a fan. People are going to hate on me for that, but I don't care. I got a sick mustache.
So just to recap, my 3 that I kept from this: Marvel, Friends, Disney.
The Friends Disney, yes sir. Then I got the Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Disney. Power
Yeah.
lineups. Power.
So let us know what your 3 would be that you
Yeah.
kept in the comments below. Or, send us a message, whatever, how you want to communicate that to us. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely drop some comments, send us messages, whatever you want. If you see more of these, you want us to go into it, dive into it on the pod, tag us in it, send it to us in a message, whatever the case may be, get it to us. We will go over it on a future episode of the pod. That being said, let's dive into the new segment, the post of the week, while Austin is sharing his screen. He is going to pull that up. I'm excited for this. There's so much, especially with this quarantine and stuff, there's a lot of social media scrolling. So there's going to be some pretty good content out there. The issue we're having we're not going to be putting up any like TikToks or videos. Unfortunately, the audio doesn't go through. If it's something that really makes the cut, maybe we'll try and just like show the video.
Yeah, show like
the
this.
audio. Yeah, because like it was messing up our computers and everything. It was a mess. If it's something that really makes it for the post of the week, I think what we'll do is we'll copy a link to it and we'll drop it in like the description or something on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So that just so that way the no videos are excluded, because there's definitely some really good ones out there.
Yeah. So can you see the post?
I do not. I only see I still only see the you can only keep 3.
Okay. Well, I switched my tab, so now you're gonna have to see what the deal is. What? You mind if I stop sharing then share?
Yeah. Try that.
Let's try that.
The old stop share, the old unplug and plug it back in again.
Right.
Classic.
Never doesn't work.
Oh yeah. The old did you set it the Wumbo trick? There it is. The pineapple and mango Jolly Ranchers slap. That really freaking hurt because I have pretty big hands. But yeah, I saw this. I saw this on Twitter like yesterday or the day before, and I said, where in the heck can I get those? Because I need them now. I need them yesterday, because Jolly Ranchers are just a great candy, and like not so much the mango, which is still probably great, but the pineapple really has me intrigued.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about these since I saw it on my top. Like you replied to it, so therefore I saw it on my timeline.
Yes.
And I just want these. So I just know that they're going to be so good whenever we're able to get our hands on. Obviously, we love candy snacks, Nesto Eats, all that jazz. So we're definitely going to keep our eyes out for this. Might even try to, do some special order type stuff, try to get it. I don't know.
I'm gonna check out like Amazon or like Fat Kid Deals on Twitter. Shout out to them or something. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find you.
Get like a 2-pound bag of them.
Oh, I'll do it
for like $4.99 or something like that. Some kind of crazy.
Well, you know what? I might not pull the trigger like that away, because what if they're doo-doo? Like what if we don't like them? And it's like, oh, we got a 4-pound bag of Jolly Ranchers that tastes like Garbo.
Yeah.
So. But I'm sure they don't, especially that golden. It says golden pineapple.
Golden pineapple.
Golden pineapple. I want it. I need it. I think that the pineapple one could take the throne of the blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry is definitely the number one. I think I think if you disagree, you might have to click off the vid.
Yeah.
Click off the
Yeah.
pod, or maybe just reevaluate your life a little bit. You know,
Probably just have like just blue Jolly Ranchers for like a day straight. Like that's it. That's all you can eat for a day. If you don't
Yeah.
think that one's the best, because quite frankly, you're wrong.
you're right.
I'll just call it out.
Yeah.
You're just wrong. It's
Yeah.
not really an opinionated thing. When it comes to the blue Jolly Rancher, it's either the best or you're wrong. Same with the Sour Patch Kids, the blue raspberry. Blue raspberry
Yeah.
is just elite, like
Yeah.
elite. And if you disagree, well, you're wrong. Sorry.
Yeah. Straight up.
Straight
Incorrect.
up wrong. Straight up
Correct.
incorrect. So eat them.
So
for a
let
whole
me,
day.
if you guys know, let us know where we can
Yes.
get these. Also, that was the other thing we wanted to bring up.
Please.
Like you said, we're gonna be like hawks, you know, scouring for our prey, which is these two Jolly Ranchers right here. But
Hawks with nice mustaches.
yes, very well
Where's my
groomed
comb?
facial hair. Well groomed facial hair. Hawks.
Oh yeah. Just got to part it right.
Yeah, so like we said, this is gonna be a recurring segment. Every week we're gonna find a post, a tweet, an Instagram post, something makes us laugh for discussion, pulls at our heartstrings. Something. So and like Mike said at the intro, tag us in something that you want, you know, you think is worthy for the post of the week.
Oh yeah. Definitely send us your questions, your posts. Like I said, with this, send your posts, send your questions. We will promise to get to every single one of them on future episodes of the pod. That being said, that's it for today's episode.
Stop sharing.
Whoa. That's it for today's episode. Go follow me for Foodie Fridays, #Foodie Fridays, #Nisto Eats. I post on TikTok at Nisto Eats. On Instagram, I share those TikToks on there. If you don't have TikTok, go onto the Instagram at # spelt out Nisto Eats. There it is. And also on that Instagram, you will find the link to the YouTube channel that these podcasts go to. Mustache comb. Okay? Grow out your mustaches, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe not the ladies, but I'm sure you could do it. Do
Yeah.
it. Late anything. So, yeah, that being said, go check those out. Follow, share, like, comment, subscribe, DM. I'm running out of things. But that's for me. The Thirsty Thursday man.
Yep, that's me. I'm the Thirsty Thursday man.
him.
Every Thursday, #Thirsty Thursday, post a new episode of #Nisto Drinks.
Fire.
Just like Mike, I do TikTok and Instagram. Post them on both. Same handle for both, at Dunkston_donuts.
Sting.
Yeah, and I just wanted to mention also, we are I have the channel to my to the podcast on my Instagram bio also. But this week, assuming everything goes right, this is also going to be on the podcasting apps. I mean, you're listening to it already, so but we'll obviously put that out there. And for future episodes, if you find this one on YouTube, make it to this point, like this was on the podcast app the whole time, so that's what we'll be doing.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully be putting it onto all the apps so you can listen wherever you want. You can listen on 1.5 speed. That's what I do. Yeah,
The Nisto Bros on 1.5 speed would be electric.
that would be. You might need.
It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. All
All right. So, yeah, I think that's all. #Thirsty Thursdays.
Hashtag
Peace.
Nisto Eats.
love, sip,
Eat.
and
Listen. See you next
See you
week.
guys.